Hi, my name is Sampada Agarwal, and I have been a certified Zentangle teacher since February of 2012. So, this February marks 10 years of my journey as a certified Zentangle teacher. I thought this would give me a good opportunity to share whatever little I know about Zentangle and share the joy with you all. So today I am just going to start tangling a tile. Um, a tile is a square piece of paper which is about 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches, and this is what it looks like. And essentially this paper is nothing but a smaller fragment of paper. So instead of a big blank paper, this is a smaller size that you don't feel too intimidated with. So without further ado, let me get started on Zentangle, and I will talk about more things as I start tangling. So the first thing is, of course, what is Zentangle? And Zentangle is essentially an approach of drawing where there are patterns involved, there is a process, and essentially anything is possible one stroke at a time. So this is a style of art that was developed fairly recently by two eminent artists, Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas. And as we go along, I will talk more about it. But to begin with, when it comes to supplies, you don't have to have a tile. It will be good to have one, but if you don't have one, a small piece of paper is good enough. Other supplies wise, it's just a common pencil. This one just has the Zentangle logo on it, but you could use just any regular pencil. I sometimes even use a little softer pencil like a 2B or a 4B. The pen that we use is a micron. I'm going to use a PN. The tip of this PN is a little more forgiving. You could also use a regular micron, which is like so. The tip is a little different. So you could use a 01 or a 05 or any of those numbers. The higher the number, the thicker the nib. So essentially we have pen, pencil, and the last thing we need is what is called a blending stump or a tortillon. It's essentially just a rolled piece of paper that you use to shade. So let me begin with the most basic step of Zentangle. The very first step is actually gratitude and appreciation. So I am grateful to have had this opportunity to learn this art, and I'm also grateful for you guys to be part of this journey. And I truly appreciate whoever is watching this, and hope you can participate in this journey. So the second step is you take a pencil and then you make 4 dots, one in each corner. Now I'm going to make, so you essentially connect them, but you don't have to connect them using a straight line. You could just go crazy, you could do something like that, or you could really go straight. I mean, it just doesn't matter. The idea is to create a frame so you don't have to go to the very edge of the paper. And again, the frame is suggestive. It's not like thou shalt not cross this line kind of a thing. So this is the border that we have created. And now we have to go ahead and create a string. Now, today I'm going to use a different kind of a tangle. A tangle is nothing but a pattern, okay? So today's pattern is is kind of something that lives along lines. So I'm just going to divide this entire tile up into such rectangles. Okay, so I've just made 3 lines. You could have made more lines, but I just wanted to make it bold and big so it's easy for everybody to see. So every tangle has a name, and this tangle is called leaflet. So I'm just going to write the name of the tangle in the back so that I remember what this tangle was. And this tangle is created by a really wonderful artist by the name of Helen Wiliams. So I'm just going to write that, and I'm also going to write the date because this is important. So 1st of February 2022. And this is really important to me because this marks 10 years of my journey as a Certified Zentangle Teacher. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is draw that one pattern in this entire piece of paper. You don't have to do that. You can juxtapose it with something else, but right now I'm just going to do that. So I begin with, and now I'm going to use a pen. Once I have drawn my string and I know, so the string is essentially just to divide your workspace up into manageable portions. Okay. So now I'm going to start the tangle. This tangle is essentially, you just make these S curves. So I'm just going to make this S curve like so. Okay. And then I'm going to mirror that S curve like so. Again, I'm going to mirror that, and I'm going to just continue, and I'm just going to go like that. And again on this side too, I'm going to mirror it. You don't have to get too worked up about the symmetry. So once I have made this template, now all I'm doing is, now look at each of these sections. It looks like a leaf. That's where the name leaflet comes from. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's say, the center one because it's the most complete one. So all you're doing is you're creating these patterns that go parallel. So here I'm actually going to draw this line as well in pen. And every time I'm just going to keep going smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Like so. So this is one complete leaflet. Again, I'm going to draw this line in pen, and I'm going to repeat that same thing, what I did up there. So just go down, so next down here, next one down here, like so. Similarly, like that. So all I'm doing here is just using that same almost like making parallel lines, but the lines are a little more. Yeah, of course, I need to make a line here too. Again. And you can turn your tile however you want. And that way you can kind of make sure that you're going parallel. And that's the beauty of the small piece of paper, right? Again, I might just go ahead and turn it all the way around so that I can see where my line is going, right? That way I can keep it parallel. Like so. Similarly, I will do the same on the other side. And I do the same in this one now. And this one too. And this one too. Okay. Similarly, these ones are going to go down this way. Right? And then here, I'm going to go this way. And remember, I made this a little crooked, so that's fine. I can just, whatever bit is visible, right? Again, same thing here too. And here again. Like so. And now here I have these going this way, these going this way, and these going this way. I think I've filled up everything. I think here is what is missing. And so there we go. We filled the tile up. Now, the good thing about Zentangle is it's a short piece of paper. So it's a small piece of paper, so it's easy to kind of, fill it in. Now comes the fun part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some pencil marks here, okay? Where this leaf is pointing up, I'm going to make these pencil marks. Similarly, I'm going to make pencil marks here. Pencil marks here. Again, pencil mark here. Pencil mark here. Pencil mark here. And here. And again, here, 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 and here. Yeah, I think we have covered it all. Here, here too, here, here, and here. Okay, now we take the blending stump, and now all I'm doing is I'm blending this graphite and kind of spreading it out, spreading it down. So you don't see those individual pencil lines, but instead you see this gradual. And see how three-dimensional this leaf suddenly looks. Isn't that wonderful? So this can definitely be a tangle that you can improvise a lot on. So what I'm going to do tomorrow as a continuation of this is I'm going to play around with this single pattern tangle that is called leaflet and add some more drama to it and see how beautifully dimensional it almost looks like ribbons, right? And that is the power of this kind of art. I mean, you start thinking something and it turns out to be something completely different. And there are lots and lots of patterns. The Zentangle themselves have got more than 100 patterns, but you and me can also create our own patterns. And that is what makes, and even the string here, see, oh, and the other thing, there is no eraser in Zentangle. And the reason being, they say, there are no mistakes in Zentangle. You just use that as an opportunity to create something new. So there we go. So this is what the tangle now looks like. And the one thing that we do after we tangle and we shade is we initial. Now I have, my initial is a treble clef. So I'm going to sign it here. And then I appreciate it. And I say, oh my goodness, look at this. So beautiful, right? So this is my very first tile that I'm doing in this month of February as a thank you and giving back to everybody this joy of finding relaxation and art while having fun. And this art is abstract and there is no right or wrong or good or bad or up or down. It's just is, you know. I mean, you could potentially even look at this tile sideways or this way and it all looks okay. You sign according to the side that you feel is the top, okay? So hopefully you will join me again. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. I will post a little more information about myself, and there is also my email up here. And oh, by the way, this is a really nice clipboard that I have tangled by doing wood burning. So yeah, it's fun. You can use your art many different ways. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you again. Thank you.